Welcome back to my official podcast. This is Gaurav Ayaan, and we have some breaking news for you guys. I think in the year of 2020, Chennai Super King was the first team who was done and dusted in that year, and today is I think this year is 2021, and Chennai Super Kings become the first team to reach in the playoffs. So I think they have officially been confirmed that they have reached in the playoffs. So we will have a definitely discussion on the today's match with none other than Saurabh sir. Saurabh sir, welcome back to the show, sir.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Gaurav. Pleasure to be back. And it was a great means. It was great to see actually Mahendra Singh Dhoni hit that six over long
Same
on,
issues
looking
on this
like
side.
that back. Yeah, so they become the first team to reach the playoffs for 2021. So now they will
Yes,
look to cement their position in top of the table. So that will be
top
how it
of,
will be. And
especially in the top two, sir.
yeah,
Especially in the top two.
And Sunrisers Hyderabad uh, are officially out of the tournament.
Yes, Sunrisers Hyderabad became the first team to be officially knocked out in the CSI IPL, and Chennai Super King has been the first team to be confirmed their place in the playoffs for the 2021 IPL. So, sir, I have a lot of things which I need to discuss about the Sunrisers Hyderabad, obviously. But let's start with this Sunrisers Hyderabad batting first. Okay,
Hmm.
they were looking at a pretty much decent was they were going with Rhythm and Saha and I think Kane Williamson was they were playing. They were looking like in a very controlled position. And again, the problem remains the same with Sunrisers Hyderabad, that nobody in the middle order who looks like a batsman that who wants to bat till the end and take this team total to 160 or 170.
Yeah, this team is completely dependent on the foreign players at the top of the
Yes,
order. So
yes,
with Jason Roy and Williamson getting out quickly, I think it was a
yeah,
matter of time how much runs they could score. So with no none of means there was a period in the middle when Abhishek Sharma and Abdul Samad were playing very well. Both of them were 18 of 12 balls or 18 of 13 balls, and it looked like they might go up to 160. But both of
yeah.
them got out in the same over, and the match was done and dusted there. But their middle order problems, they have been dependent on their young players, and frankly, none of their young players have clicked.
Yes. So I want to discuss one more serious thing about the David Warner issue first of all, because I have some serious point I want to discuss with you about this David Warner and the Sunrisers Hyderabad management issues. Don't you think David Warner was what your point? I want to know about your point. What do you think about the David Warner issue? That why David Warner was dropped in this team? It was just because that he wasn't batting well, and his strike rate was very low according to the standard of the T20 cricket, or was it more than that? Because in the outside we will not be able to know what is going in the inside of the dressing room, the Sunrisers Hyderabad management.
No, I don't think there is anything wrong in the management. I think it's a clear case that from the time he is back after that break that they had for 1 year, David Warner is not in that kind of a form, other than a couple of
Okay.
matches against India in the white ball cricket. So, but
Yes.
when he again came back in Test match cricket against India, he flopped basically in all the matches, and he has not been in good touch in IPL because after that they played IPL, he was not in good touch, and this has
Okay.
continued. So basically, that break of 1 year that they took due to that ban that they had, that Smith and Warner,
Okay.
I think it had worked. It has worked very bad in his mind. I think
Okay.
somewhere down
So
the
the
line, David Warner wants
so
to prove
yeah,
himself
go ahead, sir.
and not.
Yeah.
He is trying to prove himself that he is that old David Warner, but somewhere
Yeah.
down the line that is not happening. So that spirit is not there. It's not only about
Okay.
batting in the field; also that spirit is not there.
Okay. So basically, sir, you are trying to say that the David Warner's poor form is the reason that the team management or the franchisee has axed him as the captain of the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and now he's not been even in the playing level due to
Right.
you because of the poor form. That's what you want to try to say.
Yes.
Okay. So
Yes.
my point is And I just saw these memes today, and I was really quite shocked. I want to share with you some of the stats of the David Warner in this year IPL. Okay,
Mm,
7 innings, 223 runs with the strike rate of 170. Obviously, with
mm,
the standard that David Warner has set himself, that is quite below. Okay, and now I'm talking about this current captain, who is the Kane Williamson. And I have been the biggest admirer of the Kane Williamson. He has played 8 innings in this year IPL, scored 205 runs and 100 with the strike rate of 111. And now he has been backed as a Sunrisers Hyderabad as the captain of the Sunrisers Hyderabad team. So if David Warner can be axed as a captain or is in the playing 11 just because of his poor form and the low strike rate, why not Kane Williamson? That's what I want to know from you, sir.
Yeah, Williamson has been dropped previously also. When he was the captain, he dropped himself. If you remember, it happened a couple of
Yeah,
years back.
I remember
When he
that.
was the captain, he dropped himself. So here also, when the tournament started, David Warner was the captain and Williamson was not playing in the playing 11.
Yes,
Then
yes,
David Warner,
because Bonnie
yeah,
Bester was playing
yeah,
with David Warner, so the
yeah.
combination
So
was not able to fit that for Kane
correct.
Williamson.
And now that David Warner has been dropped, then Ken Williamson was their most experienced player, so they have made him the captain. Ideally, IPL teams should be led by an Indian. I think this is something. It should be an unsaid law that needs to be brought in, because having a foreigner as a captain is detrimental for the team. Look at Ian Morgan in KKR. So you cannot drop him. These are the things that happen. So, but even Ken Williamson can be dropped, but who will come in place? Probably Mohammad Nabi will come in the middle order. But
That's not the point, sir. My point is, if David Warner can be dropped as a poor form and low strike rate, why can't be Kane Williamson? My point is, this is what I want to say, that there is more which is going on behind the Sunrisers Hyderabad management, which we from the outside we can't able to see that. Because my point is, in the first phase of the IPL, I did hear some of the points from the David Warner, and he was very upset with the Sunrisers Hyderabad and obviously with the management that and obviously the owners, that in one of the matches Manish Pandey wasn't playing, and being the captain of the David Warner, he said in the press conference that he wanted Manish Pandey in the playing 11. And obviously the coaches and the management and the franchisee owners were not happy with the Manish Pandey performance, which is totally fine with it. But David Warner indirectly hinted that being the captain of the Sunrisers Hyderabad, people are not listening to him. So that statement made a wrong impact on his playing with the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and obviously with the management also. And management axed him as the captain during the first phase of the IPL. Obviously, you know that, and obviously now he's not in the playing 11 also. So that
yeah,
is what I'm trying to say, that there is more than what we see as from the outside.
there will be allegations and counter allegations, so we can't speculate. But Manish
Yes.
Pandey has actually not been able to play like the old Manish Pandey with a
Yes,
good,
fair enough.
healthy run rate.
Fair enough.
So
Fair
it's
enough.
very difficult to say what is their thinking, but we need to understand, for a team to be really doing good, your middle order has to perform and your
Yes.
young Indian players have to perform. When young
Yes.
Indian players doesn't perform, that team doesn't do well. And for Sunrisers Hyderabad, that has been the curse for this year, because their middle order is filled with Indian batsmen and none of them has worked.
Yes. And I think Ridhima Saha also didn't play with this expectation, considering he hit two sixes and one fours and still managed to score with the less amount of 100 strike rate. I think he scored today a 46 of 44 of 46 balls. So that was quite unacceptable in this era for T20 cricket.
Yeah, Riddhiman Saha, we have seen a few of his blistering knocks in IPL, many years back. But other than that, he has always struggled with the bat. If you look at it, he's a great keeper,
Yes.
definitely. But in batting, he definitely lacks the firepower.
Yes, and I think if you ask with me, I think his time is up. and
Yeah,
he's
of
not been
course.
that kind of a player especially in the T20 format, and I don't want to see him in the Test matches also. How good was Josh Hazlewood today, sir? Considering he's not been not been considered as a serious bowler in a T20 bowler, and now he picked up 3 wicket today for the Chennai Super King.
No, he is always a great line and length bowler. People who have
Yes,
seen Glenn McGrath will vouch
yes,
that he is almost a replica of that person because he can
yeah,
keep on hitting that same length continuously. And this kind of pitches, he can be very dangerous, just like McGrath was, because they keep it
yes.
a little sort of length and it's a difficult place to hit. So if you are going to hit, you are going to give him wickets. So this is what has happened with him. He was very good today, picked up important wickets. I think 3 for 24. Probably he should be the man of the match also today.
And I'm talking about the Sam Curran also. Sam Curran was not playing today in place of and obviously if Sam Curran is not playing today, and obviously DJ
Bravo.
Bravo was back in this squad, and automatically he made the impact. He picked up again 2 wickets today.
Yeah, yeah. There is no doubt that he is one of the best T20 bowlers today because he varies the
Yes,
pace and his Yorkers are also similar. Means if you look at the wicket that he
yes,
got today, I think it was of who's one of the wickets that I saw today. I think Ken Williamson. The ball dipped so late that Ken Williamson had no chance to
yes,
recover. So he is just amazing. There is no doubt. Means right up front, he took away. Ken Williamson was the man today. If Sunrisers Hyderabad
yes.
had to score beyond 160, so that wicket was a big turning point. And Dwayne Bravo once again proved that why he is one of the best T20 bowlers.
And what about Ravindra Jadeja? It is 3 match in a row as a T20 bowler, which people don't, people like me don't take him seriously in the white ball format as a T20 bowler or even an ODI bowler. He has performed exceptionally well in the today's match. Also, I think his figure was in the 3 overs he bowled today, 14 for one. So it has
Yeah,
been the 3 matches in a row. Now has been performing with the ball.
yeah. I am a very big fan of Ravindra Jadeja. I have been telling it on Twitter lots of time for the last few months that he is once in a generation kind of a cricketer. Because if there is one three-dimensional cricketer in Indian team today, it is Ravindra Jadeja. He can play
There
as a
is no, so,
batsman, he
so
can
there is
bowler,
no
and
doubt about that. There is no doubt about that that he has been one of the best going around in the not only in the Indian cricket, probably all over the world. But what my point is that he can't be your attacking option as a T20 bowler or even in an ODI bowler. Probably
mm,
as an all rounder, he can be in your playing 11 any day of the week. Go ahead, sir.
yeah, yeah, definitely. Means if you ask me that I need to pick up the Indian team based on whatever I'm seeing in IPL, I will replace Hardik Pandya with Ravindra Jadeja. I mean, Jadeja should bat at number
Exactly.
six. He should be
Exactly.
bat at number 6, and he can give you a couple of overs. Then you filled up
Yes.
with the bowlers. You get in Shardul Thakur and Ashwin
Fair enough,
and
sir.
Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. So if you ask me, that is what I am going to do.
Yes,
But
I'm also going to do the same thing, sir. If Ravindra Jadeja is playing at number 6, I'm very much fine with it because he's a very handy batsman to have in this my team, and he can give me some overs today. So the combination as a Ravindra Jadeja as an all-rounder will be definitely suitable for any team. So
yeah, that is what I said. Means Ravindra Jadeja should be the competitor for Hardik Pandya in the Indian team,
yes,
not the other
yes,
way around. And we should have
yes,
Shardul Thakur into the team. So what happens then? Shardul Thakur comes in at number 7 or 8. Ashwin also is there, and then Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Then your batting is right there up to number 9. So ideally
yes,
that should have been done, but unfortunately I don't know what Indian team is going to do with Hardik Pandya. He hit a couple of sixes the other day, so
yeah.
probably that will save him.
Let's discuss. Let's discuss about this Chennai Super King batting. Again, the openers was opening combination of Chennai Super King has been quite remarkable. Right from the, it's not about this year IPL, and once the Chennai, I think I'm talking about the 2020 IPL. Once Chennai Super King was done and dusted in the 2020 IPL, I think Ruturaj Gaikwad was sent as an opener. After
Mm.
that, obviously, once they lost some of the matches, and it has been very clear that Chennai Super King will not be qualified. So they have tried something new. They have moved Ruturaj Gaikwad from the opening slot, and after that, Ruturaj Gaikwad has never looked back.
Yeah. See, it would be very interesting to see if both these openers get out cheaply for CSK, what CSK is going to do.
Yes, yes,
Because
I do agree.
because in each of the matches they have given a fantastic start. They have been striking the ball very hard, and means the rate is also high, and they are scoring lots of runs. But their
Yes,
middle order is still dicey. You saw today also the match went till so far only
yes,
because the middle order again crumbled. So their challenge remains that if they have both lose both their openers within the first 3 overs, what they are going to do. Otherwise, when they are playing, I don't think any other teams have a chance because, to be frank, both these openers can play on for a very long time. You'll not be surprised
yes.
like they can bat for 10, 11 overs and score a lot of runs.
Yes, and so especially I'm talking about this. Once I was reviewing all the teams once the first phase of the IPL started, and I made it very clear on my video also. Okay, once I was reviewing Chennai Super King team, that I was very happy, and I would be very happy if either of them, like in three of them, which I'm talking about, MS Dhoni, Rutur, and Ambati Raidu, and Suresh Raina. In three of them, you should play only two of them. And obviously, I know that MS Dhoni is the captain; he will play. And I would prefer to play Ambati Raidu ahead of the Suresh Raina any day of the week, considering I'm seeing Suresh Raina, and he was earlier as called as a Mr. IPL now, but seeing the batting performance of the Chennai, Suresh Raina, I think is done.
Yeah, of course he is done. He is a great friend of MS Dhoni, so that's why he's part of the 11. This is
Yes.
what I have to say. So,
I don't think it's
uh,
about the friendship. I think Chennai Super King as a team don't like to be try to be do too many changes. So that's why he's keep on playing. And obviously, you know this. I think in the 2018, I remember quite frequently that Shane Watson wasn't also in a very good nick, and he also
he
retired
came
very
back in
long.
the final.
Yes,
In the
and he
final, he
clicked.
played well.
Yes, and he clicked on the on that final. So that is the thing which I know about the Chennai Super King. It's not about the friendship. Obviously, the friendship is there, but Chennai Super King as a team don't like to do too many changes. Once they pick the team, they like to be strict with that team, and that same thing goes happen. I think that same thing happened in the 2020 IPL also. Even they didn't have this very much success in this 2020 IPL, but they almost stick with the same team. So that's what I want to say. And obviously, I think I'm still with it that I think Suresh Raina should be dropped moving ahead in this IPL because there will be a lot of
Do they
issues.
have
And
a
I think
replacement? Who is a replacement for the Raina?
yes, that is the big question. That is the big question. Who will they replace? Because I think I was say there is no batsman like Suresh Raina in this obviously who want to they replace them.
They have
I would
Jagdishan.
pick
They only have
they have
Jagdishan.
Jagdishan, but he's a wicket keeper also. But
No, that's
will they
fine.
pick?
But he is a good batsman actually.
I would pick a bowler like bits and pieces bowler like I think they have spent a lot of money and I'm just forgetting his name. What is his name, sir? The
Khan
off spinner
Sharma,
and no, the off spinner and who's a very
Gautam,
handy bowler.
Gautam,
Yes,
Gautam,
Gautam.
Gautam.
Krishnappa Gautam.
Yeah, I
So they,
think he
I
is a
remember
handy
they have
bowler.
spent
He is a
yes
handy player because
they've
he
spent
bats well.
yes they have spent 8 to 9 crore by buying him
Hmm.
and hasn't played a single game yet.
Yeah. I think Gautam is a good replacement for Raina. Definitely.
Yes,
He is a good
and
fielder
he can
also.
give you, and he's a very good fielder also, and he can give you some overs also because obviously Moeen Ali isn't bowling too much, and you need some extra backup in your team that if any bowler will have a bad day, he can bowl some overs also.
Yeah, I think Gautam will be a good replacement. Let's see if they can change it in the next month. I hope they do that.
Okay, and I'm talking about this Jason Holder was again he was quite remarkable as a bowler. So
Yeah. Jason Holder has been very consistent with the bowling for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. He and Rashid Khan. These are the two players who have. You can't complain. They have done their bit. It's the rest of the nine
yeah.
others who have not done. Even disappointed
So
with
what happened to
how
Bhuvneshwar
Bhuvneshwar
Kumar,
Kumar.
sir? Yeah,
He
what
is
has
missing the
happened to
length.
Bhuvneshwar Kumar?
Missing the length. He's missing the length, and it's very, very concerning for India, to be very frank, because a couple of days back I saw Sami also being hit for a couple of sixes in the final overs.
Yes,
So Sami getting
and he's
hit,
not been
Bhuvneshwar Kumar getting hit, and our Surya Kumar Yadav getting out for zero. So what is
so
going to
at least.
happen to the Indian team? I'm
Sir,
worrying.
at least Mohammad Shami has the problem of bowling in the death over. That's why he was smacked all over the ground in that yesterday or a day after yesterday match. But the main concern is with the Bhuvneshwar Kumar. He's not been picking wickets in the starting overs also in the power play, and he's not picking wickets in the death over also. He's not
Yeah.
been in the amount of wickets for a very long period of time.
He seems to be completely out of touch. We have to just hope that he gets his form back in the next couple of matches. Otherwise, as an Indian fan, I can tell you it's very concerning. Means right now, I will not be surprised if India doesn't reach the semifinals based on the form that I am seeing.
Yes. Yes, and only bowler I see who's in very good form is Jasprit Bumrah. Apart from
Yeah,
that, there is a lot of
Jasprit
concern because
Bumrah and Varun. Jasprit
yes,
Bumrah and Varun. These are the only two
and,
bowlers.
and I think Rahul Chahar also not been picking too many wickets. I think he has
Not
also
good,
been picked
not good
ahead
enough.
of Yuzvendra Chahal. He has
Yeah.
been picked ahead of this Yuzvendra Chahal, and
Chahal
out of the
has
blue,
won two
Yuzvendra
man of
Chahal,
the matches.
yes,
Chahal
and
has won two man of the matches.
out of the blue, Yuzvendra Chahal is picking too many wickets, and he's trying to prove that, hey guys, even I can pick wickets in the UAE condition. Also, it doesn't matter that I'm a touch slower with the comparison of Rahul Chahar.
Absolutely, absolutely. Means yesterday Chahal was the man of the match, and the reason you know very well, right? He started the turnaround. So
Yes,
fantastic bowling that he is doing. I think not only in this match, in the previous match also he's picked up wickets. So nowhere nearby, Rahul Chahar is struggling. We have seen him bowl; he is struggling.
and let's move obviously in this match. I think if you ask with me, so being a CSK fan, I am very disappointed with the Moeen Ali performance also because he was very good in the first phase of the IPL with the bat, but he's not been performing with the bat in the second phase of the IPL. So
Yeah, in the second phase, he has not been in that form. He's decided to retire from Test cricket also, so something is
that's
going on
good
in his
also.
mind. But I
Yes,
think all these middle order problems of CSK is being camouflaged because the openers are batting very well. So, as I said,
yes,
if the openers get out quickly, then this middle order will be tested. But I guess when that happens, that day only you will find Moeen Ali scoring a lot of runs.
yeah. I hope so, sir. I hope so. And the main thing is concerned, obviously, the middle order. And if the Sam Curran is not in this team, because he's a batting all-rounder, and if the Sam Curran is not in this team, I don't know what happened with the CSK team. The batting in the middle order, there are a lot of concern if the Sam Curran is not been there,
But they have a
because
good lower order. They have a good lower order.
yes.
You have Deepak Chahar, you have Bravo, and you have Thakur. So they
So
have good lower order.
they can score 10 ball 20, 15 ball 30, but I think once there is a collapse, obviously there will be a day once Fab du Plessis and Ruturaj Gaikwad will go out cheaply. So I want to see on that day, will the lower down middle order batsmen will
Yeah,
capitalize
that
and will
day, that day Jadeja will play. See, if you remember the RCB match where he hit Harshal
yes,
Patel for 37 runs, actually
7.
CSK was struggling that day. It was that last innings push by Ravindra Jadeja. I think he totally scored about 60 runs. That is why they got a winning score. So on those days, Jadeja plays. If you look at the World Cup semi-final, he ended up
Yes,
being the highest scorer, right? So when the team
yes.
needs him, Jadeja will always turn up and give his best performance.
And obviously, you have mentioned that name of Ravindra Jadeja as a batsman. He has been scoring a lot of runs in the, I think, for the Chennai Super King also. But obviously, being a CSK fan, the main concern is obviously I want Moeen Ali to score some runs. Okay, let's
Yeah.
move ahead with our new segment called Hit and Miss. So, Saurabh, sir, you are in the hot seat now, and obviously, you need to say that, who was according to was hit in this today's match, and who was according to was a big miss in this today's match.
Yeah, today both are bowlers. The hit performance was by Josh, Hazlewood, because he bowled fantastically well. He was the hit. And if you tell me who is miss, it is Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. Because
Yes.
going into the last 2 overs, we were discussing that 2 overs, 16 runs, things can go very tight. But what happened was Bhuvaneshwar Kumar ended up giving away 13 runs, 12, 13 runs.
Yes.
So that changed the match
And
completely.
okay, so I think if you I think you can put Jason Holder also in there in the hit list because he
Of
also
course.
bowled pretty much
Yeah,
okay.
he bowled well. Yeah.
Yes. So I think we are done for today, sir. Thank you, sir, for coming to my show. It was a pleasure talking to you. Hope we will meet tomorrow. Till then, guys, good night. Do like the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Till then, good night. Take care. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Good night. Good night, everyone. Good night, Gaurav.